Hey, welcome to Mike and the Triple G. Hey, thanks for taking a couple moments out of your day to join me on my journey. If there's some things that you want to know about my journey that I don't show here on YouTube, go ahead and hit my Instagram. Link is in the description. Other than that, like, share, and subscribe because it really helps out. And together we can learn and grow. And I'll see all of you out on the trail sometime. So today's video is for Wiley, and Wiley was my mechanic, right? And as some of you know anyways, I just had some routine maintenance done on my bus, and he had just started 5 days before I showed up. And it was like it just came together, right? It just came together. The timing of it was really perfect. He showed me a lot of things about my bus I didn't know. So that was a learning experience all by itself. And he told me some things that I didn't know, which was a learning experience all in itself. So let's get right into it. Let's go talk to Wiley. So, hey Wiley, what's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you for working on my bus.
You are welcome.
And teaching me some stuff about it. That's really important. So I hear you are a nomad.
Kinda, sort of.
Kinda, sort of. Well, tell me a little bit about it.
It's been about 25 years. Off-grid, prospecting gold, silver, gems of different sorts, and river rubies type stuff. So run around to different black sheep gatherings, and hot springs, and beaches. Just loving life.
Cool.
Free.
Love that. So, what was that sort of leap of faith moment that you decided that you were going to become a nomad, that you're going to pick this route in life?
Society is not what our grandparents went to war for. So I left society altogether because society itself is sick. Their ways, their values are not what I was taught. And I can't find it anywhere. So I spend most of my life just traveling and meeting people who don't like to kick it in cities. But I'm kind of sort of trying to settle down now.
Okay, all right. Cool. So
traveling days are pretty much over.
So what are some of your passions? I mean, what kind of keeps you going? Engine work?
I did this my whole time I was traveling.
Okay.
So this is my passion, my life. This is what I do. So when I want to come back into society, this is it.
All right. And
this is it.
You do a good job. You're extremely knowledgeable, so.
I try to be.
So, what have been some of the challenges? Say like good times, bad times. What's one of the challenges that you've had being on the road, and then some of the things that you just have a lot of gratitude for?
Police.
What's that?
Police.
Police? All right. How so?
Too much policing.
Oh, okay.
Less governing is better governing.
Absolutely.
Less policing is better policing. People don't want to be hounded. They don't want to be hounded. And that's what police do. They've become, California's a police state.
Oh.
So, I'm not running out on you. I gotta work.
Yep, nope, I got it. I thank you for the time that you give me on the interview. So the last question I have is if there was anything advice-wise that you could tell someone who's thinking about taking this path of being a nomad, what would it be?
I'd have to say companionship. Don't go at it alone.
Oh, that's some strong advice there. Thank you.
Over 20 years. Okay? 7 of it completely by myself as a hermit in the mountains. You need companionship. Right? If it's a friend, doesn't mean somebody you put in bed.
Right.
Somebody you can open up to and talk to about your feelings and about, you can be a real person in front of that person instead of the fake person that we have to be when we come in places like this.
Good advice. Good advice. Well, Wiley, I want to thank you once again for not only helping me with my bus, but teaching me a bunch of stuff too. I really appreciate it. And everyone here at Allied Services in Nevada, want to give a shout out to, because they hung in there. We've had problems getting the thermostat, problems getting the belt, back and forth. So they really hung in there for me, and I really appreciate it. So thank you once again.
Peace.
What do you think about Wiley's video? I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I hope something in there resonated for you as well. But I want to thank him once again for helping me out and for teaching me all sorts of stuff. But man, when he got to that last little thing, he's like, you can't do it alone. I was like, oh, because that's how I am, right? I like to stick to myself. I'm pretty independent, and I'm not necessarily, I need to hang around with people all the time, and whatnot. But, if you listen to that video a week or so ago, Iron Dad's video, he kind of said, listen, the worst thing about this whole deal is that you are in your head all the time. Everywhere you go, there you are, right? And so this is like the other half of it. Now this is Wiley saying, hey man, you can't do this all by yourself. You need to have someone to talk to. You need to have someone who you could just be open with, and they understand you and you understand them, and you can just relay some of those feelings. You can let it go in those times where it just sucks. 7 years by himself up in the mountains. I mean, think about that for a minute. Everywhere you are, that's where you are. And so I think that was absolutely fabulous advice, and advice I'm going to take to heart. I do have people that I talk to, not necessarily out here, but I have friends, right? But but it's something to keep in mind, because I think it's probably pretty easy to get lost in that cycle in your head that just keeps going on and on and on and on and on, right? So with that, I want to bring this to a close. I want to thank you once again for coming out. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you next time.